Dum, 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 dum. Welcome back to Studio Fundamentals. Today we're talking about how to record audio directly onto the timeline. And for this one, I recommend a pair of headphones. So I have a blank project in front of me right now, and you can see that there's just one track here. The first step is to click this little drop-down menu at the bottom of the track and select an audio input. And you might have to accept a little dialog saying that I give permission for my browser to record in audio. Today, I'm gonna pick MacBook Pro microphone because I just wanna record in with my laptop mic. And I'm gonna make sure that my headphones are plugged in. That way, any sound that comes out of the computer doesn't immediately get picked up and recorded back in as an input. And then I'm gonna change the project tempo to 85 BPM because I know that I want to record at a slightly slower pace. I have a vision of something kind of orchestral and flowy here. So now that I've changed the project tempo, I'm gonna click the metronome here to turn on the click. Finally, before I click record, I'm gonna press this button in the bottom left hand of the track to arm the track, which means that this is the track that's gonna be receiving that input from the microphone. So now let's see what we can do. Dum, 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 dum. So after you've finished recording, you're gonna see this little uploading text right here. It's gonna take a few moments to upload all the audio, but then you should be ready to go. I'm also noticing that there's a little bit of latency here, probably with the laptop mic or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and just nudge this onto what looks like the beat. Dum, 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 dum. Great. So now I'm gonna make a new track and I'm gonna record another part. So I'm gonna unarm the previous track, and you'll see that if I go to arm the new track, I get this disabled signal. This is because I haven't selected an input yet. So let me go ahead and choose the input. Once again, I'll do MacBook Pro mic, then I'll arm the track, and let's see if I can come up with another part here. Cool. Great, so that's the gist. Once again, we'll wait for it to upload, and we should be good to go. Let me nudge this onto the grid and we can take a listen. Okay, little to be desired on the tuning front, but hopefully this is going to be enough to convey my idea. So now what I'm going to do is open up the Create panel on the left-hand side by pressing 1. I'm going to select these two parts. So now I'm going to go ahead and drag this region into the panel over here, and it's going to prepare my audio selection. So this means that it's essentially rendering out this audio and using it as an input to create something new. So now that it's loaded in, I should be able to preview this. Great. So there's a few different modes for making variations on audio, but I'm going to choose cover in this case. And for my styles, I'm going to specify orchestral string arrangement. I want it to be lush and flowing with low, soft brass. And then I'm going to click into advanced options, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the audio influence up just a little bit. And let's click create and see what happens. And I'm going to open my workspace so we can see the generations at work. So I'm going to unplug my headphones and we can listen to this one together. Let's take a listen. Okay, well that's really lovely. I'm going to pull this onto the timeline and let's just compare kind of where we started and where we ended here. So I'm going to go ahead and mute this for now, and I'll solo back and forth between my vocal reference versus the track we have now. And even got that third in the bass right there. Oh, it was up here. Yeah, that's exactly what I hoped would happen there. That's awesome. So now I've got a full composition based off this little nugget that I was able to perform directly onto the timeline. And when you start to think about how these different features stack up, you can record onto the timeline, you can create new stems in context, you can export all of that and create a new thing based off of it, pull it back onto the timeline, either as a full song or as stems. The possibilities for creating the exact thing that's in your head start to get really exciting. If you have questions or ideas, honestly, put them in the comments below, and I or another team member will make sure to take a look at those. Thank you so much for watching. Excited to make many more of these, and I'll see you in the next one.